Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the middle of July. Now, I felt guided here to kind of change something up and try something new. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into this and get some messages from the angels. So let's get a message here. I think that's it. Take action. Virgo, is there something in your life here that you need to move on? This could be in any aspect of your life. Is there something at work or in your family situation? Is there someone that you're interested in? Maybe at this time you are guided to move towards that person or that situation at work. Now, I need you to really separate any sort of religious belief or spiritual belief from the angels. I need you to understand that the angels are just a frequency that you can tap into. And so it doesn't matter what your spiritual background is, we're getting messages from the angel frequency. So do keep that in mind. Let's see here, angels, what else do we want to get for Virgo? Get more information. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you have been in this state of information gathering. I feel like you've realized that you needed to understand something in the past year, and now you've done this, you've gathered this information, you're being guided here to act on it. Can we get some more information on get more information? What else does this mean, angels? Romance. Virgo. Wow. Interesting. So I feel like maybe you have been interested in someone and you weren't sure if they were single, you weren't sure if they were interested in you. That might be it. You weren't sure if they were interested in you, and now you've maybe acquired that knowing, you've acquired that information, and now it's time to move. It's time to potentially ask them what their feelings are, or maybe even ask them out. I do want to say that romance can also be a creative project. So I feel like maybe you've been deciding on a direction in your a creative venture or something like that, and you've needed to do some sort of information gathering. But let's go ahead and get some more messages here from the angels. Let's see what else we have. Can we get a couple additional messages here, angels, to see what is coming in? Ask your angels. Okay, so it's time to open up a channel for yourself here. Know that you're never alone in this lifetime. If you're feeling anxious about this connection, or you're feeling anxious about this project, this creative venture, you can always ask them. No. That's a big no. Huh. You know, when it has the exclamation point, it says to not follow up, but I want to follow up. So, sorry, angels. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and follow up here. Okay, there it is. Trust. Not the right time. Okay, so I feel like maybe not the right time, no trust. You know what? Here's the deal. Sometimes you have to allow divine timing to work. And as I've been saying recently, I have this sort of, I had this idea here recently where there's no way that you can hack divine timing. Okay, this is where you have to go back into this state of trust, which I'm actually really happy to see these two cards together. If it's not the right time, you have to trust that there's a higher reason for this, or that this connection isn't for you for a reason, okay? The reality is that maybe you're just not on the same timeline together right now in this experience that we're having here. And so it's kind of a mixed message here. You're supposed to take action on something, either a connection, relationship, or project. And if you get a no or you get a rejection or something like that, just know that there's a reason why that happened. So let's see what else we get here. Let's see what else we get here. Wow, okay. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. I do feel like there's an answer inside of you here. You know you need to take action on something. Look up to the stars, look up to your guides, ask them for help. Okay? You have this message here, ask your angels. You have follow the voice of your soul. You have take action. You've spent time maybe gathering information about a connection or a project. And, you know, what I always like to say is, especially in relationship readings, is, and actually in life in general, you'll never really know if you don't try. And so, you know, if that means being rejected, it's a learning experience. I'm not saying rejection's fun. It can be very debilitating. But at the same time, if you do get rejected, then at least you have an answer, right? And so what is your soul trying to communicate to you at this time? You have, okay, Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. High Priestess, harness mystic power. You know, this is the other card. There's a card that comes along with this High Priestess in this deck, which is the High Priest, I believe it is, and it's called Intend and Create. So in order for you to intend and create, you have to harness this power that you have as a person, as a human, as a soul here, this mystic power that we have. And you know what? If you do face some sort of rejection, I actually think there are messages for both people here, which is if you do face rejection, or if there's something here that happened, maybe you felt a really big connection with someone and they ended up not being the one for you. Mother Earth's here. You know, you're feeling loved, you're feeling comforted, you're being guided here, you're being taken care of. But you also, if you're in that scenario where this is a creative project for you, what special gift, skill, talent, or ability that you have that you can harness to make this happen? And look at this, we have the sun, enjoy success and happiness. We are in summer, right? And you know what? There's no reason to beat yourself up about any sort of situation that happens here, whether it's the project not going as quickly as you want or the connection not developing the way you thought it would. You need to trust, and through trusting and through asking your angels, realizing that enjoy success and happiness, you can do that at any time. At any time you can enjoy success and happiness here. And so let's see what else we have. Look, sometimes it's just not the right time for two souls, okay, in this lifetime. And that's just the way it is sometimes. Let's see what else we get here for Virgo. And you do have to respect someone's boundaries. If they do say no, you have to take that as a no, right? So we have Krishna. Let's get some other messages in here. Charity. And let's get one more. Master Buddha. Okay, so we have, make sure everything's in view. So we have Krishna, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Another message here, feel loved and comforted by Mother Earth. And then ask heaven, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Again, ask your angels. And then increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Another message of trusting the process right now, trusting that there's a reason why this is happening. So let's go ahead and start to get into some tarot messages here and go a little bit deeper. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video. If you click that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Virgo, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good for you. I also want to say that I've recently started a Patreon. And so if you want to support the journey on a deeper level, you can consider becoming a Patreon supporter. You do get some exclusive perks. But okay, so we have a bunch of cards here that want to pop out. So Four of Swords, time to rest, okay? Not the time. It's a mixed message. We have take action, Four of Swords, and not the right time. So Four of Swords is a card of healing. It's a card of taking time to rest. You have the Artist, which is an oracle card in this deck. This deck, by the way, is the deck that I use on Instagram, and so you can also follow me on Instagram if you want to get daily content. But the artist, I've been picking up in this reading about someone being a creative professional or someone doing some sort of creative project. That's definitely confirmation. Seven of Wands could be competition around this project or around you at this time. Could also be competition around the person you're interested in, but you're supposed to stand your ground here. And you have the Chariot and the Seven of Cups. So the Chariot is self-discipline and finding success through self-discipline. The Seven of Cups is potentially taking on too much at this time. Having like a lot of options available to you. Remember that I really get this sense, Virgo, where you need to make sure that you're not forcing someone to do something. You can't, if you get rejected, just realize that there's probably, I feel like if you get rejected, it's probably because like the timing's just not right and your energy is spread a little bit too thin at this time. But also this applies to the creative venture as well, where you need to make sure that if you are doing something here, that you're not overdoing something, okay? It's taking action on the things that you can do, taking action on the things that you can control, and letting go of the things that you can't, which is really what is about this whole message of trust. That's what that trust message is talking about. So let's see what else we have here. High Priestess, use your intuition. Let's see what else we have. All right, Two of Pentacles, change coming in or has happened, and King of Swords, setting boundaries. Someone set boundaries with you. I've been saying this the whole time. You have to respect people's boundaries here, Virgo. With the King of Swords does not take an emotional interest in you. They get from point A to point B. They can be very helpful for you in your career and in your life, but at the same time, they will let you know if what you're doing is an overstep or an overreach. I don't really get this message very often, but there is this sense of someone having set boundaries here, whether it's you or the other person. You need to, with the High Priestess, and really love this message actually, Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul, and High Priestess. That is major, major intuitive energy. The High Priestess is the divine feminine. It is the intuitive nature, the intuitive side of ourselves. And so it's hidden knowledge coming to the surface. And you know, with this lining up with Four of Swords, you may want to take some time here to listen to what your ask your angels here. You may want to listen to what your spirit team or your angels or your guides, whatever you believe in, are saying to you at this time, because there's probably a message around either this creative project or this person. Two of Pentacles, potentially juggling or fluctuating wealth, potentially a change in your financial situation, or just a change in the project or the romance. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, you have the Hanged Man. Sacrifice needs to be made here. The Hermit, that's you. That's Virgo showing up. And the Devil. So we have this. I want to get some clarity on the Devil. Let's get some clarity here on the Devil. Can we clarify this Devil card, please? Okay. Page of Swords. So you have this message here of trusting your spiritual guidance and knowing that you're loved, and you have the Hangman with it. You need to trust right now that if you let go of the way that this was supposed to be, okay, not the right time, you have to let go of the timing, okay? I feel like in your mind, you really feel like this was supposed to happen at a certain time or in a certain way. But what the Hanged Man does is, this is talking about what would happen if you cut that cord and you started free falling. Where would you go? Where would you land? The Hanged Man is all about sacrifice. And, the Hermit here, the Hermit is a card of meditation and going alone and taking time to travel your own inner being and your own inner consciousness. And it's also the Virgo card. So you have this message here of you needing to connect with heaven, you needing to reach out to your angels. And then you have the Devil and the Page of Swords. The Devil is our shadows. Okay, you can't force someone to be a certain way, or you can't force someone to be on your timeline. And that's the message here. And so with the Page of Swords, there may have been disappointing news that came in either with a person, I'm feeling rejection, I'm feeling that way, or a breakup that happened here. And just with the Page of Swords, it's getting to understand why this situation happened for a reason. Okay? And there's always a deeper meaning to what's happening here. Your guides are always with you. You can always reach out and communicate with them for help and ask for the messages that they have for you at this time and in this moment. And so let's see what else we have here. Let's get some additional messages here for Virgo. What else do we have? Spirit team, what else do we have for Virgo? Toil and labor. What other messages do we have here? Privileged lady. Concern. Look, expectation. I've been telling you this whole time. You can't expect someone to get on your timeline or to be on your timeline here. And marriage, unexpected income. You were expecting something a lot deeper and stronger with someone. You went very deep into trying to win them over with courtship here coming in. And you know what? I feel like you had too big of expectations that happened here in this relationship situation. You worked very hard to make this situation happen, and it didn't end up happening. And the thing is, there could be a marrying of your skills or your talents here that brings about some sort of unexpected income or unexpected change that comes through for you. And so this looks good. This looks good. I think there are probably messages in here for a lot of different people where you are. So if you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, consider becoming a Patreon. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. Also let me know what you think of this type of reading, and I'll see you in the next one.